Hello and welcome to vlog number 25. This week, at the request of YouTube user Bickle Seagrave Trailer Guy, I'm going to talk about my decision to give up work following my diagnosis with Parkinson's disease. I used to work as a computer consultant, writing computer programs for business clients. I've been in the IT industry for over 25 years, almost 20 of those years as a freelancer. I did have a brief period of about a year working as a videographer and a couple of spells when I renovated property with a friend of mine. When I decided that I was going to give up working in IT, I didn't intend to stop working altogether. I'd had enough of IT, was finding it very stressful, and the stress was causing some Parkinson's symptoms to worsen, although I didn't know at that time that I had Parkinson's. The industry had changed beyond recognition since the time that I entered it in 1984. I used to love my job so much that I would have worked for free. Contrast that with my last contract, when the only reason I turned up for work was for the money. I also noticed a trend with my jobs. I would get bored very easily, usually within 6 months of starting a new job, and then I'd be unbelievably stressed until I started another job or project. I can recall this feeling of being trapped in a job going back to my very first job, long before I trained as a computer programmer, so stress and anxiety have always been a feature of my adult life. So I decided to retire from IT, and the intention was to do a little property renovation to make some money. Around this time I moved to Norfolk from Dorset, ended an extremely turbulent relationship, and had some dental work performed which, in my opinion, caused my Parkinson's disease symptoms to go through the roof. To add to the stress, I bought a cottage to renovate in a Norfolk village. The cottage required major works. All the ceilings had to be either replaced or replastered. Every wall apart from one had to be replastered. Electrics had to be totally rewired and a new consumer unit fitted. All plumbing replaced, central heating installed, etc., etc. I started by removing the old plaster from the walls, and that was around the time that my Parkinson's symptoms went mad. At this point, an old friend from the IT world asked me to develop a website for him, so I put the renovation on hold while I tried to develop the website. Tried being the operative word. Things moved quickly in IT. Things had changed since I last developed a website, and I struggled to learn the new technology required. This may or may not have been related to my illness. I do know that I was extremely stressed at this point, and my mental state wasn't good. One thing that was definitely related to Parkinson's, and which had a major impact on my ability to do the job, was my tremor. I was finding it nigh on impossible to type and to control the mouse. I swapped the mouse for a trackpad, but that made very little difference, to be honest. Eventually I had to admit defeat and return to working on the renovation of my cottage. The progression of my symptoms, however, impacted upon my ability to work on the cottage. My progress slowed to an absolute crawl. Muscle weakness and stiffness, stress and anxiety, tremor, dystonia, severe fatigue, slowness of movement. All of these things made it difficult for me to make a quality job of the renovation, and being a bit of a perfectionist, that hit me very hard. I had estimated that the renovation would take me 6 months, which was quite an ambitious target, but one that I thought that I could hit. I actually took ownership of the cottage at the beginning of April 2011. 6 years have passed and the renovation is still not finished. The bathroom is a bit of a building site, there isn't a proper kitchen, and there are a number of open spaces where there should be doors. So you see, although I don't go to work any longer, I am still working, but very, very slowly. I'm determined to finish the job, but I know now that I'm incapable of doing this again. So I won't be selling the cottage for a profit and buying another semi-derelict property to refurbish. The decision to give up work was not a conscious one. Parkinson's disease made the decision for me. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or have a topic that you'd like me to cover in future vlogs, just leave me a message in the comments and I'll do my best to respond. Have a great week. See you next Friday.